So this video is for the therapists in the team. I'm not a therapist myself, but I have spent the last 11 years really wanting to understand how Neal's Yard Remedies Organic really benefits those of you who are working in therapeutic practices. Therapist is such a broad term, isn't it? I think of it as a bit of a generalisation because within the team we have homeopaths, kinesiologists, reflexologists, aromatherapists, beauty therapists. I mean, so many. I don't even want to begin to try to list them all. But what I'm aware of is that actually, as a result, we all need to understand what this can be for a different type of therapist, for those of us who are therapists, and also what does this look like for treatment businesses, for those of us who are not therapists. So reasons why therapists join, what do they get out of being part of Neal's Yard Remedies Organic? I think the first thing that I hear is to be part of promoting ethical and pure natural well-being. So whether you are wanting to promote the products to clients as a development of holistic well-being from your treatments or in addition to your treatments doesn't really matter. What you've got is products for clients to be able to take home and use to enhance their own natural health and well-being. And that's a major driver for many people coming into the business. Now, I think what's important is that for many therapists who come to this wanting to use the products in their treatments, it's good to consider that those clients then go home and are using products from who knows where. And actually what you've got is the opportunity to promote the use of those products outside of the treatment room, whether or not they've experienced them in a treatment with yourself. So as well as that being obviously another income stream alongside your treatments, it is also a really lovely additional holistic journey that you can take your clients on, and they already trust you to come to you for treatments, so they're going to trust you with the products that you recommend for them to be able to use at home. As somebody who really enjoys treatments, I certainly wouldn't stop coming for treatments just because I was using some of the products at home. In fact, it's more likely that I would book more treatments having enjoyed the products and begun to explore them a bit at home. I'd want to have professional perspective on that as well. So definitely an additional reason for being a therapist in Neal's Yard Remedies is to promote that holistic well-being and to encourage people to use the products at home outside of treatments. And obviously at the time of filming this, we're in the run-up to Christmas, and that's just such an accessible place for people to be able to do their Christmas shopping with you. Even if you're not usually stocking extensions of the range at this time of year, promotion of the Christmas collection, promotion of products for gifts throughout the year is a really lovely addition to give to your treatment business. Now, obviously, use of the products in treatments is also a very versatile way in which this brand is being used. And in the various supports setups that we've got in MYRO, you'll find lots of ideas. And if in doubt, just ask. If you are a reflexologist wondering what product do people use for their reflexology treatment, then start a discussion, ask the person who recruited you where best to position that question, and we will be here to help you. The team are so up for sharing ideas, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but somebody will have thought of the question before, no doubt. The low startup cost is really attractive for therapists, and those of you who've made that decision may well have found that that was part of your decision making. Some of the big well-known brands, often are the ones that are used in treatment training, are inaccessible for mobile or smaller beauty businesses, holistic practices, and Neal's Yard Remedies is the ultimate in accessibility, to the point where quite often when I've been chatting to a therapist about joining, they just can't believe the low startup cost. So it is absolutely genuine, and you are able to, as a therapist, as well as any other consultant, order in a bespoke way. You just order what you want for your treatment room and what your clients want to order for themselves. Many therapists use their connection with Neal's Yard Remedies to grow their client base. I have met very few therapists over the years who say, no, I've got enough clients, I'm not interested in taking on any more. There are a few, but there aren't many. So how have other therapists been developing their client base? Well, basically through promotion of the product. What you've got in this brand is the perfect ticket for starting conversations with people. And at the moment, at the time of filming, we're not able to do that round people's kitchen tables, in their lounges, in their offices at work, in their dining rooms. We're having to do that virtually. But actually, the demand for these virtual events where people can try some of the product, sample some of them, and ask questions, discover more about the brand, see what the products smell like, they've been really sought after. And those people who are out there doing them are finding they're bringing in really good results. In this virtual world, we've still got bespoke personal connection. So if that hasn't occurred to you before, as a therapist, especially as we go through the ebbs and flows of COVID-19 and you're able to practice your treatments and then you're not, and then you are again, and so on. These virtual events are a really good way to grow your client base. Let me give you an example. So imagine that I'm one of your clients. I have a wealth of connections in my friends and acquaintances circles who are not your clients. So actually, if I come to one of your virtual events where you're showing me some of the products and I get to try some of them, I would be really happy to bring a friend or two who I think would enjoy that as well. And in turn, some of those guests might then go on to be people who book treatments with you when your treatment room is open again. Another additional option would be that actually, as one of your clients, I'd quite like to host my own event. So rather than just bringing 1 or 2 friends, I'm actually getting together a group of 6, 8, probably 10, 12 would be the maximum, I would say, of people who don't know you as a therapist. And as we know, people connect with people. People buy from people, don't they? And so in getting to know you, you may well find that some of them book into treatments with you after I've hosted my get-together. So ask your upline and your upline leader if you've got any questions about that. Maybe that's just spiked your curiosity and you could just find out a bit more about what those would involve. But those are perfect opportunities basically to be paid to market your treatment business, because you're going to add clients and customers to your lists while your treatment business is working alongside that, or taking a rest, depending on where we're at in the phase of things at the moment. Another thing that a lot of therapists really benefit from is the chance to network with other therapists. And we have a specific group within our team headed up by the amazing Cressy Chandler, who's one of my senior leaders within the team. And she runs a Facebook group for therapists within our whole downline. So again, ask for details from me or from whoever you're connected with closer in the company as to how to get part of that group. And you know, therapy business can be a bit of a lonely show sometimes, can't it? And what you've got here is a wealth of contacts and experience that you can tap into. For many therapists, it's the love of the brand. So just enjoy your starter kit, expanding your starter kit, recommending your product, share the love with your clients and let everybody know that your shop is open. Just that's such a big reason why people join as a therapist, join MYRO, because they already love Neal's Yard Remedies and the purity of all the products, but the essential oils and the fragrances that the aromatherapeutic benefit that we gain from that. The fact that our products are organic is another reason for therapists to join. And maybe this is an area for you to really promote in your treatment business. You may well have another brand that you've been using and you're using this Neal's Yard Remedies now alongside it, or with a view to switching over to Neal's Yard Remedies. You know, really highlighting our organic certification sets us out against many of the so-called competitors that people perceive out there. the standards of organic certification for this company are second to none, and it's something we should be proud of and shout about with those that we're connecting with. And then actually, in terms of introducing others to the business and growing a customer base and a team so that you're introducing people who want to join Neal Judd Remedies with you, you could think of this as a long-term income, almost like a pension policy. You know, this is income alongside your main show, which is your treatment business, perhaps. But actually, over time, many therapists say to me, I'd like to have options later on where I'm not doing treatments full time, or I'm not having to use so much of my own energy and my physical strength for treatments such as massage. It can be tiring, and you might want to think longer term about building a team and really working smart in growing a customer base which will stand the test of time and be growing, if you'll pardon the pun, organically alongside your treatment business for future plans as and when you want to change those. The income potential of this is absolutely enormous. I mean, my own personal testimony, I earn far, far more than I could ever have earned in my original career, which was as an early years primary school teacher, and I wouldn't go back to it for anything now. So actually, many people come to this with a perception of using this product in their treatments almost like a wholesale account, and actually have no grasp of the income potential of this. And you know, I would love to chat to you further about that if it interests you, and you've probably got leaders closer to home who would be able to talk to you about that. Please just get in touch with somebody who can give you a bit more information. But that ongoing income potential over time, it is a really key reason why for many therapists this is attractive. So I hope that gives you lots of ideas as to how other therapists are benefiting from Neal Judd Remedies Organic. And again, as I say, ask any questions, just get some more information about anything that I've said, and don't forget to watch all the other videos.